Now I am talking about apomixis. Winkler in 908 coined the term apomixis that refers to the formation of asexual embryo, that is apomictic embryo. Although seed in general are the products of fertilization, a few flowering plants such as some species of Asteracean grasses have evolved a special mechanism to produce seed without fertilization called apomixis. Thus, the phenomena of substitution of sexual process by asexual method is known as apomixis, and the plant which show it are called apomictic plant. I am repeating, the phenomena of substitution of sexual process by asexual method is known as apomixis, and the plant which show it are called apomictic plant. According to Winkler, the term apomixis refers to the substitution of sexual reproduction by any such method which does not involve meiosis and syngamy. There are three types of apomixis: non-recurrent apomixis, second recurrent apomixis, and third one adventive apomixis. Maheshwari recognized two types of apomixis: non-recurrent and recurrent. Non-recurrent, the formation of embryo directly from haploid cell or some other cell of haploid embryo sac such as synergids, antipodal or polar nuclei without the involvement of fusion. The formation of such haploid embryos that is otherwise normally diploid from haploid cell can be considered a phenomena of apogamy. I am repeating. In non-recurrent apomixis, the megaspore mother cell undergo normal meiotic division and one of the four megaspore thus formed develop into haploid female gametophyte, that is embryo sac. However, there is no fertilization and the embryo develop either from the unfertilized egg, that is haploid parthenogenesis, or from some other cell of the embryo sac known as haploid apogamy. The embryo thus formed is naturally haploid. The occurrence of haploid parthenogenesis is of considerable value in genetical studies as it enables to obtain true breeding homozygous forms. Now I am talking about recurrent apomixis. The embryo are directly derived from diploid cell. It is a phenomena of agamospermy in which normal meiosis and syngamy has been eliminated. I am repeating, in recurrent apomixis, the nuclei of embryo sac are usually diploid. Such embryo sacs may arise either from a cell of archisporia, means generative apospory, or from some other cell of the nucellus, that is somatic apospory. So, agamospermy adopted three methods. Number one, adventive embryony, means embryo directly developed from nucellus or integument. The most striking example is citrus. The other example include member of family Cataceae, Euphorbiaceae and Orchidaceae. Second one is diplospory. Megaspore mother cell 2n may escape meiosis and hence the resultant megaspore are diploid. Embryo sac derived from a diploid megaspore possess diploid egg that further form diploid embryo through parthenogenesis. Example Alternaria, allium, etc. Parthenogenesis is the formation of embryo from the development of embryo from any diploid cell of the ovule lying outside the embryo sac is referred to as adventive embryony. Now I am explaining significance or importance of apomixis. Number one, apomictic embryos are generally free from infection. Number two, adventive embryo are fully viable Number 3, apomictic embryos are true clones of their parents. And number 4, apomictic genes may be useful in maintaining the hybrid traits indefinitely. Useful traits of hybrids are not diluted. I am repeating significance of apomixis. Apomixis does not involve meiosis, thus there is no segregation and recombination of chromosomes. It is useful in preserving desirable character from indefinite period. Apomictic have several advantages in horticulture and agriculture. If the hybrids are made into apomictic, there is no segregation of character in the hybrid progeny. Thus, the farmers can keep on using the hybrid seed to raise new crop year after year. Hence, apomixis is of great significance in hybrid seed industry.